All right, so we're chilling. I gotta get my ugly face off of here real quick. Now let's move it around. So today we are programming. Oh my goodness, we've been doing streams where we're just like doing we're doing things like Vim testing or just like getting better with our commands. But today we're gonna actually try to put that to use. So I actually have some things I need to set up still over here so that way everybody can see these. But before I do that, I need to modify some of this stuff. So color correction. How the hell do I invert something? Is this only streaming to the vertical YouTube canvas? Now we're there. Okay. Let's make sure that the chat's working. What's that? That popped up. Let's go back. Go here. Let's test it out again. So that popped up too. Already know Twitch is connected. Now about TikTok. That's the situation that I'm not too sure what's happening with. So let's go back to what we were doing. So we need to invert this color here. Could it just be an image mask? Oh, sweet. Then let's chroma key everything out that's like dark. Sweet. Now let's get rid of some of that similarity. Alright, cool. So, my goal here is to be able to get the iPad, right? And start drawing on it. So, in theory, I should be able to go in here and then like hit like an eraser. So like erases stuff, and bam, it's gone. So I can edit on the stream, draw a lot. So that's pretty dope. Let's add a new source here. Miro. There we go. I should be able just to apply it to this. Where's my little picture? This app actually is fucking terrible. Stream Elements tried their best. Like, they kind of snapped on this, but it's also kind of terrible. So we're just going to shrink this down to the size of the actual screen. Cool. Flip it on over. Okay, so now everybody should see this. I should be able just to zoom on in like that. So right now we're focusing on the engine stuff. So we got a bit of a plan here. So we're gonna pull this right about there. Did someone at TikTok send a message? I want to make sure this is going through. Alright, so that popped up there, but it's not actually popping up on the Streamlabs. Or Stream Elements. It's terrible. Let me hit this button real quick. Alright guys, we're gonna have to restart. Alright. their TikTok system actually sucks. I swear, every time I want to stream, something's always going on. Oh, there we go. So until the actual stream is going to not be terrible, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna pop open the chat on the side of the screen here, just so that way I can see it. Oh, jeez. There we go, we can actually see the TikTok chat now. Dope. Move you on over, everybody on over here. You're waiting for people to come? No, I'm actually just waiting for TikTok's streaming system to not be terrible. Just so that way I can see everybody. There we go. There's that. So, what we're doing we're gonna be making some video games today. Yeah. So we got damn, my hair is messy, dude. I look like a military brat. Button for cropping this. There you go. There we go. Now everybody won't see the... Oh wait, no, I gotta crop it over here. Gosh darn it, I'm doing terrible right now. Yuppie. Yup, yuppie. Alright, that's the wrong one. So we're gonna need to lock that. You go up here to Miro. Let's do that. Awesome. So now on the actual stream here, There's the pieces here. Yeah, I'm just getting some stuff set up right now, and this stream is fighting me terribly. What the fuck is going on with that one? Okay, we're deleting that. Okay. So we got that there. Go back to that. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so we got the Miro there, and then let's just crop that down here as well. This is like a very convoluted streaming system, but okay. So this is what we're doing. I am gonna open up the code editor and do everything here on the piece of paper. So yeah, this over here. Okay. Now, let's get the show on the road. First, if I hit that and I hide it, does it go away? It's not. If I do that though, it does go away. Cool. So, we got the little whiteboard on the screen here, and we need to kind of plan out some stuff for this engine. So open up Miro here. Alrighty, so we got the game engine. Kind of first it's the program entry point up here, and then as it goes down it goes into the engine, which let me move this on over here. Fuck, okay. So, zoom this in here. So we got to keep the engine or the program running until requested. So we're going to do that with the B should close over here to the right. And then we have a variable for the scene management, so we need to have something to actually manage the levels as they go. And then the physics engine, which I spelled wrong. There you go. So the physics engine is going to be handling anything in the physics world. So how that's going to actually operate is we're going to need to have, whenever the level starts, we're gonna need the physics engine to basically go from here and be like, hey, we need you to, oh, that's all off the screen. Okay. What the fuck am I doing? Hold on. I'm just gonna disconnect this, get rid of that, because we were just showing it on the screen anyways, so I was overcomplicating that. Alright, so we need it to have the scene manager, so the scene manager will come from here into that. Come on. Like that. So whenever this starts up, it's gonna ask, okay, what's my name? To ask the name, it's also gonna have to ask the what's inside of me. So it's gonna look for the objects, and then we're gonna need it to also then the scene's gonna have to have a state. I mean, not for this game, not really. The state gets driven by time. Okay. Yeah, so that gets driven by time. Okay, bigger. And then we're gonna have to have this ask. There's gonna have to be a singleton living inside of here, I'm assuming. I mean, there's already 3 fucking singletons: the scene manager, the engine, the physics. These have to be an interface. Okay, then we can just ask, check time. So what's really weird about the game that I want to make is it's going to have to operate in a fair bit of different pieces. So let's get this diagram, put it right here. Ooh, that's gross. What the fuck? Get off there, come on. Okay. So we're gonna need a box that is, whenever the player starts the game, this is just basically what the basics of what they're going to be able to do. So why is it not recognizing it? Bam, bam, bam. Okay, that's better. What's up, Q? So, I need to turn this down. I can't think. For lo-fi, there's a lot of shit going on. So the game loop is the player starts in the world. The world is gonna be a house. So, we're gonna not draw. Okay, space does it. Okay. So, player spawns in. Check time. Butchered this shit. There we go. Then, yeah, so it checks the time, and then there's going to be multiple rooms in the house, obviously, but the states of those rooms will change based off the time. And different events happen at different times. So, initialize world state. Based on time check. And then this initializing of the state of like the world will have to go into, for example, set items from list visibility. Sorry, get items in state then this is gonna have to go down here. Set positions, or set transforms would be a better word. Set visibility. So certain items are going to be able to be hidden, certain items will be able to be visible, and we're not going to want other things to be able to be visible whenever it doesn't make sense. So we're going to call this right here the update tick. Don't know how to use Miro, so sorry. Fuck. I wrap it as a diagram. Cool. Let's full screen it. Ah, okay, there we go. It's a bit better. So we're gonna wrap this in something called an update. Then the refresh scene is just going to be all this stuff here. So, sun over here. Set visibility of objects. Set transforms. Set physics state. There will be a physics engine in here. Oh, the fuck on. There you go. Yeah, so set physics state on there. And then we're going to also need to be able to have the rooms be objects as well. So we have just a list of items. We're going to have to pull in get room states. Then all of each item in the rooms then will have to be called from this refresh scene. So get room states, then this is going to get fucking name. I'm like drawing a big blank here. So the best way I can just conceptualize it would be a theme. So each room would have its own like design. So like based on if like 20 years ago in the game, the position or like the wallpaper changed, then we would be able to accommodate that. So set room themes based on time. Then that actually so we're just planning out the execution flow for everything right now. Probably the best course of action for what I want to do with this project, I would actually be able to kind of lay it out and understand what parts of the system need what. Oh, the themes are gonna have to... Themes would have to drive this. Because we don't want a fucking PlayStation 5 type model in a 1960s room. A lot of stupid fucking checks just for the appearance of a room, but I mean that's kind of the whole point of the game. This is a walking simulator, so that gets set. We'll get to the components in a bit, but this is an okay enough start on how the room stuff will go. And all of this will have to happen whenever the world is an update. So we'll need to have some kind of blocking out on like what day of the week and what time frame certain things happen. So we'll get to that in a second. Put that bad boy right there. Alrighty. We got that. All that stuff is in. We should actually call the world update first. The blink's gonna be our own artificial like update loop, which will then go back in here. Now we're gonna need something here though. Conditional. Has action modified world state. Yes. Can I give that a label? No. So if it has not modified the world state, just go back up there into that update. But if it has, we're going to need this to then we're going to need a branching system for the story. Not really though. Basically, each room's gonna have multiple puzzles that are set throughout different times in history. So then, alright, so let's do this. Yes. They have modified the world state. Seems to be room state. So we're gonna make the room state be block room state, and then block room state. Room state from loop and state-based score. So the ambient state is gonna be the state of just the room in general. So if the player somehow and Dad's chair drops down a bottle of whiskey, right, or something like that, it would change the way that that room occurred. No, that's too much. I'm over engineering now. How the fuck do I give this an arrow? Oh, that. I just changed the design of this one. That's called World Update. And we're gonna have to actually change this one too. So I'm gonna use these little container shapes for like the database stuff. The database looking data containers. We're just gonna have that be referencing systems. So player call world update. Let's do up here also. Let's swap that out. Bam. Change that to black. Hue to that color. Scene loads. I set this to be an X. Oh, that's cool. You can do circuitry in there. Neat. Alright, so scene loads. Call world update. Player spawns. I need this to be conditional. As player. No. Yes. Okay. Player blinks, and that calls has action modify, world state, room state. Okay. Now the actions a player can do are basically like little puzzles. So, there's a game called, not even a game. It's called the myhouse.wad. We're gonna learn a little bit about it right now.
So I started this journey picking ultraviolence difficulty because, frankly, I have an ego. The first thing I notice is a discomfortingly long load time. The mutation, it updates fireplace and strange different decor. and a can of Pepsi that I pick up. I want pop? But no way out. So I leave. The doors still aren't there. I turn back and... this space, like some negative version of the house. The only object of note is a milkshake. Yeah, still nothing to help me though. I come back to the house and the first door is now gone, but also when I go to the front door, or where it used to be, I hear a noise now.
So,
was this always behind here? I push the bookcase aside and find
you'll get a vibe that the whole world is changing as the player's going and making decisions. So, let's open up Miro again. Let's grab another one of these database blocks. Put that in yeah. Action system. Yeah, big letters. Ah. So here we're going to check multiple things. So we're going to be able to check not that big. Okay. Player has item. Holy shit, that's gross. Okay. Get rid of that. Player has item. What we're also gonna do. Player interacted with. So these are gonna be the checks that it's gonna have to do. And then from here also, we're going to have another one that goes set action requirements. Cool. That's what's inside of here. So that's what these requirements are. So players in room, player interacted with, and then interacted with object. Which would then also then call the action system again. Back to the top. Cool. Actually, no, we're not going to do it that way. Howdy, Annabelle. Howdy, howdy. As action fulfilled need. remove how did I word it? Remove requirement from room state. Then we're just gonna say yes. So once that happens, then the player gets basically, it updates the room state from the loop. And then, ooh, what the fuck is that? Violation detected. End live now to avoid suspension. Fuck out of here. It's my stream. Okay. And then it sets ambient state and goes back. Alright. So that's gonna require a basic inventory, which can just be a yes or no. We just give it a specific set of objects. Okay. So that's there. We got these little plans written out. Awesome. So let's move back up here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So then the scene manager does its little scene manager thing. Physics engine tells us, hey, objects inside of here, set your physics state. And then that's also just gonna then drive that update. Now we're gonna need this, just write the basic engine loop for this. Okay. So let's actually get it cracking. So we have the CMake list right here. And it looks for raylib, but we're also gonna add something to the libs folder here. Build physics. I've tried multiple times to get this system up and working with raylib, but I've only got it successfully once, and I did not know how to actually use it. So we're gonna learn that here on the stream. Yeah, so get that, get clone, and then let's put it in libs, jolt. Let's do that. Now, I'm gonna have to actually check something. For target link libraries. That's what I'm looking for. We got that right here. And we're gonna also do, was it a capital J? It was. Cool. Put that in there. And we're also going to do RLIMGY. So let's grab a couple more things. we're also gonna want speedy log, because speedy log is awesome. That on there. Alright, so we're gonna do this command. We're gonna do clean, then we're gonna do build. Give me one quick moment here. Alrighty, everybody, so the baby is awake, meaning Dad's gotta go do dad stuff, so bye, everybody. Thank you for hopping on in here. There was a lot of technical difficulties and a lot of planning, but oh yeah, by the way, that fake notification account on TikTok, I'm gonna show that right here real quick. You see this right here, this person, this account? Fuck that guy.